What up, fam? Jason is back again, and guess what? We're going to do a quick update and overview on the Tesla Cybertruck from our friends over at Mattel Creations. And this, again, is just to give you a sample and a look at the progress we've made up until this point. So, as always, we got to pay some bills because nothing on this channel is free. So, stick around as we roll that intro footage.
Jason Productions.
What up, fam? Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for checking out the intro as we paid those bills. And once again, this is simply an update on the progress we've made to the Tesla Cybertruck from our friends over at Mattel Creations. But before we get into that, as always, let me say thanks to each and every one of you for checking out the channel. Really appreciate you for sticking with us this long. We've made some phenomenal growth in the past year and a half or so. We're coming close to pushing that 2,000 subscriber mark. So if you haven't subbed to the channel, hey, make sure you do. Help us reach 2,000. Stick around because we got some giveaways we're going to be doing coming up in the near future, plus some more builds and updates. So fam, once again, quick overview. I just want to talk about the progress we've made thus far. So what you see in front of you, out of the 3,283 pieces, this comprises 1,396 separate pieces. That is roughly 43%. We're almost halfway done with this build. 43% of all the parts are shown in front of you. And let me tell you something, fam. As I've been putting this together, I'm noticing the level of detail, how they paid attention to all the little nuances of this Cybertruck. Mattel Creations did a phenomenal job of designing this Lego-style vehicle to mimic and look just like the real deal. It's unbelievable what they've done to come this far. So again, this is 43% done, fam, and I want to go ahead and get a little close-ups on some of the items of interest that I really found to be outstanding. But before we do that, I want to show you something that I didn't do in the initial videos. And before I do that, let's take a look at what we've done so far to get to this point. So that's what we've done up until this point, and that's just a little montage of the previous videos dropped down with some nice music overlaid on it to show you what we've done. But what I did fail to show you previously was how detailed, how expertly and neatly packaged this whole scale replica of the Cybertruck actually is, and I failed to show that. So this is what we got. Let me bring this around. So I've already showed you before that the number of boxes and what's inside, but I didn't show you an up close of what you get. So we've looked at the instruction manual on how everything is laid out, but in each box, this is representative of the boxes that you get. There will be 3 boxes. This is number 2. We're on box number 2 now. In each one of these boxes, you get a bunch of brown little small bags that look just like this. I happen to have bags 30, 31, and 32. So as you're going through the instruction manual will tell you which box you should be working in, and then based off of the page that you're at, which bags you'll need to assemble every piece required to go into the truck. So you cannot make a mistake. It's very detailed, and only pieces in these bags will work. Now, a caveat that I must note, I have had spare pieces, to be expected. Whatever you do, if you decide to build something like this or purchase another item from Mattel Creations, ensure that you get you a little Ziploc bag, which I'll show you here, for all the extra pieces you may have as you're doing the build. I have found that later on in the build, there's a piece that is referenced in the instruction manual to install that's not in one of these clearly labeled bags. It is an extra piece from a previous bag. So throw those in a little bag so you can always go back and get it. That's just a little something I learned along the way. Don't throw any extra pieces away. Not yet, at least. So I want to go ahead and dive into some of the intricacies of this vehicle, specifically on the doors, which I've got the door panels installed, and the simulated glass. So let's get in a little closer so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So on the back, the level of details that is evident. You have the California Cybertruck license plate. This is not a sticker. All right, this is an actual piece that is assembled during the assembly process, bringing it from the bottom up, that you place in here. So this is not a sticker, fam. This is an actual piece. Then we get into the bed of the truck. Now we got a lot more work to go in there, and I'm assuming that some of the gear work that you see in here along with this lever is part of possibly the suspension system. We'll find that out the further we go along. What I do want to highlight, though, more specifically than just the rear of this vehicle, are the doors. We have actual working doors and door panels on the Cybertruck. I'll open these up for you. I'm going to get in close as I talk about it, but you can tell the detail on the outside exterior of the door. The glass is a Lexan type material, pre-cut to fit and be held in place by the Lego-like pieces. When you open the door, you'll notice you have excellent hinge work, tight tolerances, on where the door fits to the vehicle. Swiveling around a little bit, you'll notice we have an actual interior working door panel. You have an armrest, and you also have a door latch handle. I'm not sure if that is exactly how it looks in the vehicle, but again, the level of detail in this vehicle is bananas. You'll notice that the glass has the signature shattering, a la of when Elon Musk actually did a demonstration to show how unbreakable or shatterproof the glass is on these vehicles. Well, we've got that on there. You have an option to show that or not show it. Totally up to you. Now, as we dive deeper into the inside of the vehicle, I'll open up both doors and I'll overlay a shot that I did the other day. You'll notice we have actual working and movable accelerator and brake pedals. This is the level of detail that goes into this vehicle. Actual working accelerator and gas pedals. Now I understand why there's so many different parts and pieces in this vehicle. All right, fam, so there you have it. Quick update on what we've done so far. Again, what you see in front of you is representative of 43%. That's 1,396 of 3,283 pieces assembled and ready for the next steps. And you'll notice I haven't been putting out the videos as I do all of the assembly. Why? Pretty simple. It's probably going to be boring to the majority of you. So I figured the first two videos, I'll do a lot of the assembly on cam. Some of the other assembly steps I've shown on my Instagram page, so if you haven't subscribed or followed me on Instagram, make sure you do so. I'll put my information on the screen now. And then what I'm more than likely going to do is once I get towards the end, I'll do one more video closer to the end showing me assembling more pieces. And then at the very end, I'll do a final video showing me assembling the final pieces and showing how the truck all comes together. Stay tuned. That's coming in the future. Again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It really helps. Leave a comment, hit a thumbs up. It helps others out there find this channel. I want to thank each and every one of you for sticking with Jason Productions, for subscribing. For those I've been corresponding with recently, hey, thanks. I appreciate that. I always like to keep in contact and in touch with the community. So if you leave a comment below, best believe I'm going to answer it. I'm not going to leave you hanging. That's not how we roll here at Jason Productions. One more thing, tomorrow, 21 Jan 22 at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a heavy hitter coming on as a special guest on the live with Icons RC, Mr. Midos, RCK Studios and myself, J Sinister Productions. Hey, I can't tell you the individual's name just yet. Tomorrow morning or the morning of the live, I'll reveal that individual's name, but I will leave a clue like I have been on my Instagram pages and my stories. A storm is coming. Make sure you bring the appropriate gear. I think you'll enjoy this show. So fam, again, thanks. Quick update on the Tesla Cybertruck by Mattel Creations. We're coming along smoothly, fam. 42% in, and this is what we've got. As always, do you, be you, A. Always stay true. And one other thing, I've said this before on the live. Look out for one another. Help your brothers and your sisters out. If they're going through some trying times, reach out to them. If anything, if you can't change anything for them, the best thing you can do is lend your ear and listen, because sometimes when we're in a tight spot, we just want someone to listen to us. We just want to be heard. We're not asking for you to fix anything. We just need you to hear us, and that helps out a lot, believe it or not. So reach out to your brothers and sisters. Stay tuned, stay tight. I am Jay of J Sinister Productions, exiting stage left.
Goodbye.
J Sinister Productions. J Sinister Productions. J Sinister Productions.